Cornelius Jones was known to so many people simply as Corn, a man who was friendly and humble, even the sheriff calling the motive for his murder absurdly trivial. Sprinkler! Whether he was playing charades with family and friends, dancing, or just being silly, Cornelius Jones was always the life of the party. But around 9:30 Wednesday night, Jones was shot and killed in his fourth-floor Carriage Place apartment in Pontiac, a stunning and unspeakable loss for his family.
He was all about family, just loving one another and lifting one another up and making each other laugh. That's all he was about.
Around 9:30 Wednesday night by a 22-year-old acquaintance who was visiting with several others. Witnesses tell investigators the man spit in Jones's kitchen sink, so Jones told him that was disrespectful and to leave. But instead of just walking out, the man became agitated and opened fire on Jones, shooting him multiple times and then running away.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the whole situation on how or even why it happened.
I'm a strong believer of God, and I do believe that God chose him to come home. Whatever situation or scenario he used to bring my brother home, that's what he chose to use.
Now, with that statement, the sister said, I do not agree with. Some things have nothing to do with God. That was one person's selfish decision to take this young man's life because nobody can tell people anything now. You can't talk to them. You can't say anything to them. Just let them do whatever they want to do and don't say nothing. Hey everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this sad, tragic story that happened in Michigan, I believe on the 22nd of February. So I know what she said is like a coping mechanism. That statement is like a coping mechanism people say to themselves, people used to saying to themselves, whether they know it's a coping mechanism or not, to cope with the loss. But from skimming from the little skimming that I did through this young man's Facebook profile, all he wanted to do was, make a better life for himself and his children. One of his uncles had posted that he was like, he needs some help. He want to work. All he wanted to do was work. Whereas, he's a young man. He could do whatever, to make some money. But he was telling the uncle, say he really need to work. So and then he was always, even when he did work, I'm working, I'm making it count. That's what I'm making it count. So he's doing the best that he can with what he has for now, but he wants to strive for better. So somebody with a drive like that, why would God want to take you out of this world? You have kids that need you, that need your presence in their life. And then God say, oh, your time is up, Corn. I need you, and take you out. No, this is one person, this 22-year-old that took his life. That's on him. That's him. God give everybody free will to decide to do what's right and what's wrong. At that moment, if he felt some type of way, you know what? The way that Corn spoke to him, he could have left. He could have left and never come back again. And as he should, because that's his house. But he decided to pull out his weapon and shoot this man multiple times. Not even one time to maybe, just to say, you don't talk to me like that, but he's still alive. No, to make sure that he lost his life. And then he ran away, the coward. The coward ran away. Didn't even stay. If you so gangster, why you didn't stay? He did what he did and he ran off. Because nowadays, people are so prideful and entitled. You can't tell them nothing. It's like people want you just to, when they doing whatever they doing, just clap for them. Just clap for them, tell them they doing a good job. Don't point them in the right direction. Don't tell them nothing. Nobody can tell them anything. And of course, it stems back from parenting. People let kids to their own way. People let kids grow up instead of being raised. So now it's a bunch of young men and young women that are emotionally unstable. They don't have there's no stability at all. There's no balance at all in their emotions. They just all over the place, and not any little thing that the person just could walk off, whatever. They choose to fight. They choose to make decisions. They choose to make life altering decisions that changes their lives, another person's life, and their family lives, and the other person's family life. For what? For what? And and it also goes back to people don't think their lives are valuable too, because if you know your life was valuable, you wouldn't be making those decisions, those type of decisions. You wouldn't even be walking around rocking around. You people, when you are emotionally stable, when little stuff tick you off, you know. So for you to be walking around with a weapon in your pocket, you gonna get in trouble. I know this guy. That's why he says he never walks with, and he's emotional. He's unstable for real. But he says he is licensed to carry. He's able to carry, but he will never ever carry a gun because he anything ticks him off, and that's how he is for real. Anything ticks him off. He said that's why he doesn't walk with those stuff. He doesn't walk with any the stuff. He'll curse you out, whatever, but he doesn't walk with them stuff because he already know what he's capable of. But he put measures in place so that he doesn't fall in a situation like this. Now, this young man is gone, left 3 kids behind, left all these people hurting because this is unexpected. That's when it really hurts. Because if when the person is sick, at least you prepare yourself. The person may or may not make it. But when this person was full of life, you was just talking to them. Y'all was just kicking it. We was just laughing up. We made plans. We gonna go this place next week. We gonna go this place next month. And then unexpected for look at the reason. And now this person isn't here anymore. I hope they I hope they punish him to the fullest extent of the law. But definitely his conscience will eat him up. Because even though people do it, we were not built to take out each other's life. So when you see people, it's like when they do stuff like that, they so cold. It's like they don't care. Yeah, they do care. They right there, scared, scared. They fearful, but they trying to act hard. They don't want to show it, but that's gonna eat him up for the rest of his life. And I hope that it does eat him up, because you took this man. The man just told you, you spit. I mean, hey, I need to spit. Where can I spit? Why you can't say that? Maybe he would have let him spit his sink, or say go to the garbage. But you chose people so comfortable. You have to be careful with people who are too comfortable with you. With you, you're an acquaintance. So obviously he came with somebody that Corn was more relaxed with. He just was there. So he could have told you spit in the sink if he wanted to, or tell you go in the garbage. But he chose upon himself to go spit in the sink. The man tell you don't spit in the sink. He probably had some, back and forth with him, and he told him to leave. And instead of leaving, after you did something you were supposed to do, he took out his weapon and took his life. This is the world we live in. That's why you have to be very mindful of who you hang out with, who comes to your house, who your children hang out with, who your husband, wife, who you hang out with, because people are emotionally unstable. And sometimes they're emotionally unstable because the decisions that you have made in your life, people think that, the life that they have, it's supposed to be better and stuff like that. Did you do better for you to get better? This is not where I'm supposed to be. Okay, this is not where you're supposed to be. What are you doing to change your life? What are you doing to better your life? Even if it takes little by little, but a journey of 1,000 miles begin with one step. What step? Okay, if it's gonna take you 3 years, 5, 6, 10 years to attain what you want, have you even started to do that? Have you even done the paperwork? Have you even done the research? But you mad at the whole world. Nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can tell you what to do. You could do whatever you want because your decisions that you made. That's a lot of people. That's where they at now. Anyway, so this young man was all about family. You know, some people, they honor people like, oh, I know this person used to like want to turn up and make jokes. Yeah, that's what he was. But his main focus was he wanted to better his life so that his children could have a better life. That's what from what I saw in his Facebook profile. So that's how we honor people. The things that they cannot do anymore. That's going to leave a legacy. That's going to leave a impact on this world. That's how we honor the people we have lost in our lives. Anyway, that's all I had to say about the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.